What's up, ladies? Welcome to episode 3. I almost forgot. This is episode 3. And today, hi. I got Mr. Pastor Husband Jason McCutchen here. As promised, like I told you we were going to do, goals, action plans, time management. So the next 2 episodes are going to be loads of fun. I don't think they're not going to be too long, right? Like I've been going like an hour.
I don't even think that I need an hour unless you're asking questions.
Okay, no, I'm thinking like 20, 30 minutes. Let's get into the basics of it and march on. So you're going to do most of the talking. And then if I have questions, I'll write them down.
Cool.
And then that's going to be how this goes.
So the first one's on goals?
Goals.
Is that right?
Goals and action plans.
So how did I sneak up into the women's ladies mentorship program?
Because you're the best one I know how to teach this.
All right.
Because let me tell you what my problem is.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to write goals, I think I may do too many categories, or maybe more categories is best. So I don't know. We'll get into that. But setting smart goals, and I think too, one of my problems years ago before we started doing goals together was I would set like these massive goals, but then I was terrible at doing an action plan.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the year, you're always depressed because you don't meet those goals.
Yeah.
So you're the master of that.
Why don't I give you guys a way to get all that out of your heart, where you can do everything that you want to do. Okay. Well, first, thanks for having me. Thank you guys ladies for taking the time to watch. There's probably going to be some guys sneak on this video too, since it's public and all that. But
probably.
God bless you. So here's the thing: you can start and get everything out of your system and take all the pressure off of yourself. I do this sometimes. There's 4 practices I'm going to talk about, but one is you can just make a dream list, and that doesn't require any goal or any action.
Yeah.
It's like brainstorming in the process of writing an essay.
Right. Yeah.
So just like be in shape, nice car. There's nothing specific about any of that.
Right.
Those can't be your goals though, because they're not smart, and I'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
But you can get that out of your heart if you want to, and just write a dream list. Say, this is my dream list. And then sometimes I do a practice. I do it pretty often. I did it today, called a mind dump. And that's just unloading anything that's on my mind on a piece of paper. And it just gets it out of me and onto paper. And then I can look at it and think about how to attack it.
Yeah.
See, my greatest anxieties in life come from the unknown.
Right.
Like, you could give me the worst news in the world, but as long as I know what I'm working with, it has been my life experience that I can attack it.
Yeah.
But I can't attack the unknown.
Right.
Excuse me. So what I would say is get everything out of your mind first. Clear your mind. And I'm not talking about some weird Zen stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Get it out of your mind and on paper. Then write a dream list. And let your dream fuel your goals.
Okay.
And then give yourself some categories. Here they are. Here are the categories you should use. Spiritual walk. Okay.
Okay. I'm taking notes as you're.
Family. Now, if you are a spouse, then maybe subdivide that into wife and mother. Okay. But if not, if you're only a wife or you're a single mother or whatever, then do the part that pertains to you.
Right.
So spiritual walk.
Okay.
Family life.
Okay.
This is almost sounds redundant, but home life, which is not family.
Okay.
Because your family is going to be in what you're going to set goals to invest in people. The home front is going to be process.
Oh, okay.
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 Like process for your home and how you're going to keep it clean, how you're going to organize it. What do you want to furnish it with? What are your goals? We'll get there.
Like home projects and stuff like that.
Stuff
okay.
Like that.
Okay. I like that.
Organization, all that. Then we're going to go physical goals.
Okay.
For your body and health.
Okay. 6-pack.
Sure. I would do a career or your job. And even though I'm listing it last, it shouldn't be put last, and that's kingdom goals. What do you want to do for the kingdom of God? Now, the kingdom of God is different from spiritual goals because the kingdom is what you do. Spirit is what you practice, is what you're becoming.
Okay.
Okay, but the kingdom is like I want to serve in this capacity.
Yeah.
But my spiritual goals are I want to feed my spirit in this capacity.
Right. Like, so a spiritual goal would be like read the entire Bible in a year.
Now, if you have a side business, add that as a category.
Okay.
Right? So if you sell Scentsy candles or whatever, right? Like that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Put Scentsy as another category. Or if you're a Mary Kay lady or whatever.
Right.
But that's not going to be everybody yet.
Right.
If not, I don't know why not.
Yeah.
You should have a side hustle for sure. Those are it. I mean, you could add a category if you feel like one's missing.
Okay.
Like
financial. Would you put financial goals in there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I said financial.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, financial. These are not goals. Financial goals are not something you can do without your husband.
Right.
Because you are one and your finances are one, and I hope you're practicing that.
On board.
Okay. SMART goals.
Okay.
And I'm going to move past that in a minute, but SMART is an acronym, and you could have found this on Google. So it's probably what I'm going to spend the least amount of time for. The least amount of time on, because you could have just Googled that. SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable or attainable. In other words, realistic.
Right.
Relevant and time bound. I used to say time specific. I like to say time bound.
Relevant.
All right, so let's just should I do an example?
Yes, do.
All right, let's say that you feel as though you are overweight, okay? And you say, I want to lose 40 pounds. Okay. Most people say losing 40 pounds is a goal. It's a goal, but it's not a SMART goal because it's only specific.
Okay.
It is measurable.
Right.
It is achievable. It is relevant.
Okay.
But you haven't made it time bound, so all you are is SMART.
You're smart. You have a SMART goal.
And you may feel like, well, it's got most of them. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't have all 5, then it's not SMART.
And it shouldn't be on your goal list. Okay.
So let's make losing 40 pounds a SMART goal.
Okay.
I want to lose 40 pounds, specific here, by July 1st.
Okay.
Now I'm really specific and I'm time bound.
Yeah.
So I've handled 2 of them. And it's measurable.
Right.
But I want you to include with bi-weekly or bi-monthly weigh-ins. Okay. Now you're measuring more often.
Okay.
I will then write an achievement statement. I will achieve this by being physically active 4 days a week for 30 minutes. Okay. And cutting my overall caloric intake by 300 calories a day. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then include a relevancy statement, which is going to be this will improve my life because da 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 da. Yeah. However, it will improve your life. Yeah. That's how it's really relevant to me.
I like that.
And then you've already time bound it. So you just have to put a little more into it to make it a SMART goal. Otherwise, it's just a dream. Right. But the reason that I said I don't want to spend a lot of time on SMART goals is because I want to move to something that's way more important than a goal. Yeah. And that's a commitment. Yeah. Now, let me give the definition of commitment. An agreement or pledge to do something. It is a promise of loyalty.
That's good.
So you could have a dream. I want to lose 40 pounds. Let's get off weight loss. Let's get on owning a home. Okay. I want to own a home. It's a dream. Is it something you can pray about? Of course it is. Yeah. So it might be a prayer point. It might be a dream, and it might be on your mind. Mind dump it out. Okay. It's not a goal yet. Well, I want to own a home by the end of this year. Okay, you've made a goal now. Cool. Um, but how do you turn that into a reality? You get smart about it.
Right.
I want to own a home. Da da da. And you go through and you just break all that down to make it smart. You have the acronym. You can do that, right? But let's make it a commitment. I am committed to owning a home. When I give my commitment to something,
Hmm.
I'm going to achieve it
Right.
because I've pledged my loyalty to the process.
Right.
No, no, no. The process, not the achievement. Because if
That's
I
good.
pledge my loyalty to the achievement, owning a home, losing the weight, or having that scale read 40 pounds lower,
Right.
that's nice. But am I ever going to achieve it without commitment to the process?
No.
No, you're not.
No, you have to be committed to that process.
So don't talk to me about your goals. Talk to me about your commitments.
Hmm.
What are you committed to do? And then what fuels a commitment? Well, it can only come from a couple of places. It's something that a lot of people in the business world call remember your why. What is your why to want to own a home?
Yeah.
This is going to help you give commitment because commitment comes from decisions, right?
Right.
How are you going to continually, day in and day out, make the decision to do the work it takes to own a home or lose the weight? Because you got to remember your why. So tell yourself some stories about your why.
Yeah.
I want to sit around a dining room table and play board games with my family in a home that we own, like we did at Grandma's house.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
My husband enjoys doing yard work, and we live in an apartment, and that part of him is, it was always important to him to be like his dad and wake up in the morning to do yard work.
Yeah.
Start telling yourself some stories
Yeah.
that inspire your commitment.
Yeah. Do you like vision boards? That way it's something that you visually see every day.
Yeah, so vision boards
I
are
love
good.
them.
It can be a reminder. It's nothing more than this, okay? On our wall, there's a couple of things that are on the wall that you can't see right now, okay?
Hmm.
And one of them's a picture of Amanda and Oliver. You say, well, is that a vision board? Yes. Every time I see that picture,
Hmm.
I am reminded that it is my duty and my commitment to keep him smiling
Right.
and keep them smiling at each other.
That's good.
So, a vision board, I had somebody come to me, well, I heard that that was witchcraft. That is a very, very ridiculously stupid statement to make. I guess that maybe in those realms they may do something like that. I don't know. But a vision board, it comes out of the Bible, and it's this: write the vision and make it plain
Make it
on
plain.
tablets so that people can see it and run with it.
Right.
If you want to add some pictures to it, you want to add some inspiring words to it, you want to add some scripture to it, go ahead. But if there is any realm of witchcraft where a vision board is used, they made a bad copy of a great original.
Right.
We
Well,
don't copy the world.
the minute you do it, it becomes
It just became
saved.
blessed, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like it.
have a vision board right now. I
I
don't.
have an empty one right there. We need to make a Hobby Lobby run. Let's
I
commit
like
when
Hobby
we
Lobby.
get back from Tennessee.
Okay.
I
You're
want
the
to
only 10 I see.
I want to make I want to make I want to do a family vision board, and then I want to do individual vision boards.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that. I love them, but I love like crafty things.
You're a
And
visual
I
person.
and I think Oliver would absolutely
Yeah, he'd get something.
he would enjoy doing one. So that's what
Now,
we're going to do.
now, in making goals, stick to the word commitment, right? I've written hundreds of goals before and committed to very little. But what I
Yeah.
commit to, I achieve.
Yeah. Did you know too that you're like 45% more likely to achieve something if you write it down?
Yeah, if I don't make a daily to-do list, things go undone. But let me
Right.
tell you something. Even the to-do list is a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm committing to do this.
To do it. Yeah.
Right? So on that note, yeah, man, once I write it down, I usually just absolutely tear through tasks.
Right.
Yeah. So go back to the word commitment. So and I know I'm using the word commitment a lot.
I
It's
like it.
because
I
we
like it.
live in a society. Some of the most irritating people. Hey, have you decided if you're going to the park with us Sunday?
I'm undecided.
I'm undecided. I'm not sure yet.
That's so annoying.
You're the same kind of people that sit at the McDonald's drive-through and can't figure out what you want to eat, and you've literally been ordering from McDonald's since the '80s.
Your whole life. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
be a decision maker.
So
That's huge.
commitment is not something we know a lot about. We get mad, we leave marriages. We get mad on Facebook, we unfriend. But this is your life.
Yeah.
This is not your feelings.
Yeah.
What do you want the end of 2026 to look like?
Right. Well, and one thing I've heard too is if you can't, so commitment, I kind of see it as like making a promise to yourself. A lot of people don't keep promises to themselves, but they expect other people to keep promises that they've made them. And it's like, well, you've shown people that you don't even keep them to yourself. So why do you expect that out of other people?
It's true. And here's another way to make sure you keep your commitment. Enter the next word, and the only other word I was going to talk about, and then we can let it flow wherever.
Okay.
Accountability. Oh, people hate accountability.
They do.
So when you want to commit to do something, and you make your SMART goals, and you take your categories, I would choose an accountability partner that is not going to gossip, obviously, someone you love, but somebody that is not afraid to call you on your bull spit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
Someone a little irritating.
So that's funny you said this because I did a Q&A on Instagram last week, and it said it was asking something about accountability partners and like what do you think about accountability partners? I think it's needed for some people. But why can you not be accountable for yourself?
So this is for people who don't have that drive. And I need you to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
I am convinced if you give your commitment to do something, it's going to get done.
Right.
There are other people that I love that I am not convinced of their commitment. So it's like this. If you can ride a bike, you can ride a bike. If you can't, you may need the training wheels of accountability.
Okay.
And that just is what it is.
You have to be able to look at yourself and say, I'm kind of wishy-washy.
Or you might say, I'm pretty committed in most areas, but when it comes to my finances, I'm ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
and then be willing to let someone all the way in that you trust, like you said, that's not going to gossip and is actually going to be there to help you, not just sit and judge you. If you need that. Okay. So yeah,
most people do. I'm just look, she's resistant to accountability partners because she's a big girl, grown up, who can commit and follow through and get things done, and she thinks it's absurd.
Right. Like I self-evaluate every
But
week.
some of you see, everyone is different.
Okay.
And everybody experiences life differently.
Right.
And you and I were raised by parents that you just better get it done.
Right.
Some people watching you
figure out how to get it done.
Some people watching you didn't even have parents.
Right.
Accountability on a goal can work like this. If you said, I know I'm wishy-washy about losing weight, I need someone up in my business.
Yeah.
That's what a trainer is.
That's
Most
that's
people
true.
are not
That's true.
hiring personal trainers to tell them a workout.
Right.
You have ChatGPT.
ChatGPT can do that. Yeah, that's
you have
it.
a trainer because weekly you have to check in, and then he knows because he works out with you or she.
Yeah.
That you're not doing anything at home. You don't look different.
Right. Yeah.
And it's also a reason we have a pastor.
Yeah. That's true.
And a church family and everything.
That's true. I guess okay, if I had to do accountability, you would kind of be like, I think your spouse is like your built-in accountability partner.
It is, but you have to understand. See, this is women's mentorship, right?
Yeah.
So I assume that you want what she's got, or you wouldn't be watching. Am I right?
Right.
Well, then let me
Well,
talk about this a little bit. What?
I'm answering for them.
Yeah.
It's what you want.
I'm gonna answer this a little differently than I would if I was just teaching a group.
Okay.
Because this is women's mentorship, and you're being mentored by her.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to become the kind of person that doesn't need an accountability partner, first of all, you can't be somebody who dominates your spouse because you're out of order anyway.
Correct.
So yeah, for you, yeah, I'm an accountability partner.
Right.
I thought you said you were going to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't have to ask me to. It's built in. But what about the women who their husbands are afraid to say anything to them because they'll start pouting for a week and a half? Let me talk to you. Hold on. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. If that's you, we may have just shifted from goals to marriage. But why do you behave like that? Right? Oh, I want to be like Lady Pastor. You couldn't have Lady Pastor's husband and be like that.
No, because if I go on a weight loss and then I'm in the fridge getting the cookies, he'd be like, "Why are you in the fridge getting the
I'll do
cookies?"
this.
And he does that.
That's what you
And
look
he'll
like.
say, "All right, Large Marge," but that's I am unoffendable. And if you do ever say anything that offends me, I get mad for like 5 minutes and then I get over it, you know. But so yeah, if you want accountability though, you better get used to that.
But you have people watching you who are unmarried. They need accountability.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have people watching you whose husbands are not ready to lead like that.
Right.
So what do? They need accountability. So
Yeah.
what you should probably do, and I wouldn't do it for all of my goals and commitments, but for the ones that you're like, this really needs to happen, but I don't know, man. Like I've never succeeded before. You should get an accountability partner. Give them a specific time to ask you. You don't want to be annoyed all the time.
Right.
And tell them, hey, on the fourth Thursday in April, ask me where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And they'll set an alarm and they'll do that.
Yeah.
If you're married, it should
That's
be your
good.
husband, but there's a strong possibility their husband is not strong like that.
Okay.
So you got to keep the whole audience in mind.
Yes. I like it. Okay. I understand. See, this is why I need you on here, because my response to that was, you're only accountable for yourself when you meet Jesus face to face. Learn accountability. And so this is why I need different perspective.
Right. So there are certain things that people, this is not goal oriented, but I'm just talking to accountability.
Yeah.
There are certain things that people struggle with that if they don't have accountability, they are likely not to overcome them.
Yeah.
It's why people go to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
It's why they have this program called Covenant Eyes that'll screenshot a person's phone and send it to an accountability partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
When a person's breaking a bad habit, sometimes they need somebody
right
to walk that with them.
Right.
And it's a terrible habit to make goals every year and be in the same place you were at in 2016.
Right.
So you may need accountability. This may be the accountability you need. You may need to come back and watch this
over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
And say, back to commitment though.
Okay.
Commitment is the only thing that's going to make your goal happen. Now I know the super spiritual bunch. Well, the Lord will make it happen. Well, He's the one that said, "Commit your way to the Lord, and He will bring it to pass."
Right. So you have to have commitment.
Whose way? Commit your way.
Your way. Yeah.
What's that word "way" mean? Commit your
Your
way, your plans.
Yeah.
The way you're going to do this.
Your process.
Commit
Yeah.
that to the Lord, and then He does His part.
That's good. Okay, so I want to talk about. I may go grab my planner in a minute, but so you get these goals, and then you have to create this the process you were
Action
talking
plan.
about, an action
How do you
plan.
eat an elephant?
One bite at a
One
time.
bite at a time. Here you go. Right?
Which, hold on, if someone doesn't operate off of a planner, will they ever achieve anything great?
Well, I don't operate off of a planner, but I do have a calendar.
Calendar. Okay, let's say calendar.
If you don't know what you're doing the next day. If you don't know that you have an appointment next Tuesday, if you don't know that there's a conference at church happening in 4 weeks and you're expected to serve at it, and you're one of these Johnny come latelys that comes along, oh, I'm scheduled to work. Can someone else switch with me? And they do
Yeah.
that at like 2 days before the conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not a very serious adult.
Correct.
Much less achieving anything great.
Okay.
How can you? It would be like this: having a bank account with no access to check where it's going.
Yeah. No online banking.
How do you know where your money is?
Yeah.
Or you don't keep a ledger in a checkbook.
Yeah.
That's wild behavior.
Wild.
You, as an adult woman, you don't have a calendar? You don't have a calendar? Why do you not have a calendar? Are we fearing that there are people watching? Are you serious right now? You don't have a calendar? Or you're just gonna tell me I just use my phone? Sit at a desk. So, okay,
or dining room table.
Dining room table.
Somewhere.
Get a calendar out. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay. All right. So give us an action plan. Let's go for. I want to save $1,000 this year.
Any of it doesn't matter what goal you give me. It's the same. I take the time at which it's supposed to be done, and I write a back off schedule.
Okay.
So that's a weak goal, $1,000 in a year. But let's just pretend that it's
just making it easy. Okay.
Okay. Well, you want me to do that one specifically?
Yeah.
Cool. How many paychecks you got between now and then? Write that number down.
Okay. So let's say this goal is mine, and you're helping me with it. I get 12 paychecks in a year. I get paid once a month.
Okay. 1,000 divided by 12.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Calculate. 1,000 divided by 12.
You need to save $83 a check.
That's only $83 a month. Boy, howdy.
And I'm a big proponent of the idea you can always do one more, so let's do two more. $85 a check.
Okay.
You're going to take it out.
Okay, so say for someone who gets paid weekly, how much is that?
$1,000?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's $85 a month. So someone who gets paid weekly, how much would they have to save?
Oh no, let's go with $1,000.
Oh, okay.
52 paychecks.
Okay.
$19 a check. So I said the goal's weak.
That is a weak goal. But okay, maybe for somebody they've never ever saved $1,000.
Sure, let's go with it.
Okay, so then it's 20. So say I get paid weekly, it's $20. If I get paid bi-weekly, then it's 40. So then on your back off schedule, you would put on your calendar that you have move $20, move $40 on this day.
Okay, so now you ready for the commitment and the accountability?
Yeah.
Create a bank account that you don't have a debit for and give your spouse control of whether it can be transferred.
That's good. Do it. I would suggest this too. Do it at a bank that you don't bank at right now so that it's hard to transfer the money.
Yeah.
You have to physically go pull it out of the bank and then deposit it. Make it difficult for yourself. That is the most wonderful idea you've ever had.
That's it right there.
Okay.
You just do simple math on that.
Okay. Okay. Someone who wants to buy a house this year, but say their credit is like 600 and they need to get their credit up.
Their action plan would be this. You have to know what it takes to buy a house.
Yeah.
Well, a realtor? No, ma'am. A mortgage broker. So contact your realtor, hopefully this one, who will put you in contact with a mortgage broker.
Help him meet his goals for the year because I'm looking at his real estate business right there on the wall.
Yeah. So get with a mortgage broker, do a pre-qualification. You have to see where you stand. This goes with any goal. Weight loss, see where you stand. What do I weigh? Financially, what do I have in the bank? You always have to start with see where I stand.
Yeah.
Remember the thing I said about my biggest anxieties are the unknown?
Yeah.
I need to know where I stand.
Yeah.
When I know where I stand, then let's go.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, but so here's the deal. Mortgage broker will tell you, we really want you to be at 6:30. Okay, Mr. Matt, which is who I'd send you to.
Yeah.
Matt, what do I need to do? Well, hey, your credit card balance is a little high. You owe $1,800 on this. I'd like to see it be down to 300. So what does that tell you? You got to drop it 1,500.
Right.
Hey, Matt, how quickly do I need to do that? You need to do that as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay. So as soon as you go out and go do what he said to do.
Yeah.
If you got to go sell some stuff, if you got to get an extra job,
right.
If you got to borrow out of your 401k, whatever,
Yeah.
you get it paid off. About a month later, you'll have a rescore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You go back to him and say, "Am I on track?" He'll say, "Well, you're on track enough to start the process."
Right.
Matt, what am I going to need as a down payment? My friend, are you a first-time home buyer?
Yes.
Oh, well, then there are programs where it's zero down.
Yeah.
Are you a first-time home buyer? Say
no.
No. No. Okay. Well, you're going to need about this much down. Then he's going to give you a number that's going to make you want to fall out of your chair. It's going to be like $8,000 or something. And then you have a new goal. Instead of saving 1,000 this year, you got to save 8,000.
You got to save 8. Yeah. So you got to have a side hustle.
So you got to figure out how to do it. And
Yeah.
you may look at it and determine your goal wasn't smart. Because it wasn't attainable. You can't save that 8,000 this year.
Right.
But you look at it and you say, I could save it in 15 months.
Right.
So adjust your goal
right.
from this year to
Right.
March of next year.
I like that. Adjust your goals. See, goals can be adjusted. They can be moved around and stuff like that. You don't just mark it off and then pout in a corner for 3 years.
Look at the
because by the
seasons.
time you pouted, I mean, you could have bought 2 houses.
Look.
Bought.
Purchased.
Bought.
I'm
working on that. That's my goal. Work on the English language.
So look, the seasons of life have ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
And they change. You're ladies, right? You're ladies.
Yeah.
You could be pregnant. So much for the weight loss goals. Right?
Lord.
I mean,
I rebuke that.
No, I'm saying though, they would have to adjust that goal and say, okay,
right.
All right. Goal now is have healthy baby.
Right.
Then next year's goal will be lose baby fat.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Or things happen in life, right? Somebody gets sick.
Yeah.
And weight loss can't be a goal now.
Right. You got to get the health under control first.
Or one of your loved ones has a serious problem.
Yeah.
And you have to dip into your savings to take care of your family.
Right. Right.
Well, home buying's, I had somebody that, second one from the bottom, he wants to buy a home, but his wife lost her job. So what's got to happen? She's got to get established in her new job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seasons of life. Things happen. Don't be crushed.
Yeah.
Be tenacious.
Yeah.
Adjust on the fly. My dad said, improvise, adapt, and overcome. Improvise. Get creative.
Yeah.
Adapt. I can adapt and overcome anything.
Yeah.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. You can do that. You can do it. You wouldn't be tuned into this if you weren't made of the stuff that it takes to do it. Right. That's good. So write a back off schedule for every goal. Now look, now I'm going to talk to you about the domino effect. Okay. A domino can knock over a domino twice its size. It's physics. It's not an idea. Right. And then that one can knock over one twice its size. If you continue that, it only takes like 32 dominoes and you'd be knocking over one the size of the moon. Really? The point of this is little action leads to big success. Right. We underestimate the value of the little things when it comes to executing the task. Okay, just a little bit thrown at it. A little bit of money you're throwing in the bank account. Go to spiritual things. Just a little bit of prayer and Bible reading. And imagine what God might be saying to you. Yeah. So that's good. You write a back off schedule, and then you have to grind daily. Do something every day that puts you closer to the goal you said you were committed to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're committed to it, how are you going to go 4 days and not do anything?
That's true.
4 days? You went 4 days? Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm committed to Amanda. I go 4 days without thinking about Amanda. I'm not committed to her.
No, we're talking or whatever. I one thing that you have mentioned a lot lately is the power of 5 minutes.
I'm going to talk about that in the next episode.
Okay. And then also it is, you are not going to become wealthy in just your 9 to 5, more than likely. It's your 5 to 9 is where like the hustle comes in, the extra comes in. So if you are a person that gets off work and then you just chill until it's bedtime, you're on track to live a mediocre life.
If you don't have a side hustle and you want to figure out how to make a little extra money, let's say that you are stuck at home with babies or kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have a way that you can make money right now working for a business I have right now immediately. No education, no experience, just access to email and a telephone.
Right.
And I can put somebody to
Right.
work on a commission basis.
Yeah.
Immediately.
But there are so many jobs that you can do. Like everybody that sells like on Etsy, people that sell on Amazon, teachers pay teachers, you know.
Yeah.
There's so Canva. You know, you can make money designing Canva stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's insane. And
Can I have some
like
of your Alani?
yeah, it's the best. It's that
I feel like I
breezeberry.
just need a shot of some.
It's so good. I may be regretting that I've had that at 11 o'clock tonight, but you know, I got a lot to do today. So so that's it. There's several ways to make extra money. Obviously, a lot of people DoorDash and Uber Eats and all of that stuff. But picking up an evening job, stocking or something, you know, there's a ton of ways to make sure that you meet your goals. You just have to be willing. You have to be more willing to work and get out of bed and maybe not be up to date on your latest favorite show or in everybody's business on
Look,
the gram.
I like funny videos on Instagram.
Me too.
I like watching Blue Bloods. I like watching shows. But listen, those things don't make me any money and they don't put me any closer to my goals.
Right.
So those things have to be limited.
Yeah. It's the last thing you do in a day. I like it.
Yeah.
We did good. Less than an hour. I didn't think we'd be able to make it in 20 minutes, but I put it out there.
I tried to.
We have a lot of words. So we're
Pretty
going
good,
to
though.
wrap
We're in
this. We're at
It's 30 something.
38 minutes. So not bad. We're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to take a quick potty break because I've had half an Alani and I drink this whole thing because my skin.
That's mine.
Well, I drink mine, my whole water, because my skin, I feel like from the inside out is dry, and so I think it's because I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hydrate a little more, and then we're gonna come back for another episode that you will see next Tuesday. And I did get asked on my Instagram questions if we could do an anonymous Q&A with you on Instagram. So what they did is they sent in a whole bunch of questions and I answered them, but they want them to be, I will be able to see who asked the question, but they want me to ask you anonymously and you answer them.
That's pretty cool because then I can give feedback and nobody can get mad at me because I don't even know who you are.
You don't know who they are. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you who it is. So
Cool.
you want to do that?
I'm down.
We might do that in a couple of weeks. So anyways, make sure you took your notes, get your calendar or your planner, start making goals. And if you want someone that likes to be a burr under people's saddle, I can't be that for everyone, but I can be that for a couple of people. Message me. Is it called DM on Instagram? I don't know. However you message people on Instagram, do that. I love you. I'll see you next week, which is actually in like 5 minutes.
See you then.
You have to blow a kiss.
Oh, I only blow kisses to you, baby.